Hey guys, welcome back to the Pink Club. In today's video, it's really just gonna be a talk with me slash story time because as you can see, it's the 4-year anniversary of my dad's passing and I'm not feeling the best mentally right now. I didn't feel like doing anything else, and since my mom's out of the house for right now, I figured I would tell y'all the stories of one of the last, but also one of the best memories I had with my dad was my prom story. So yeah, please keep watching. Okay, so my prom was on, I specifically remember the date. It was April 9th of 2022. So just to give you a little backstory, this is my senior prom that I'm going to be talking about. I'm a senior in high school, obviously. Apparently, you only experience prom once, but actually, you only experience prom twice. I only experienced it once because I did not go to junior prom. It was obviously a year after COVID was a thing, and I did not want to risk getting COVID. Plus, I don't think I even got the vaccine yet, so that's why I did not go. Fast forward to 2022, which was my senior year of high school, and I decided that I wanted to go to prom this year. So obviously I did not have a date, not even for homecoming. I've never had a date for homecoming. I did not have a date for prom because I was not the most likable person in high school. The whole time I was going to school, from pre-K or kindergarten up to high school, I wasn't a very likable person. So obviously I did not have a date. Anyway, I wanted to feel like a princess this day, and so I wanted to get the whole 9 yards, but knowing my mom, she always leaves everything to the last minute, especially if I have anything going on with school or whatnot, whether it's like homecoming or prom or even my graduation, like honors day. She's always leaving stuff when it comes to me in school at the last minute, always an afterthought, but it's okay. She's a busy woman. She was working, so it's fine. I didn't have time to get my nails done. I only had time to get my hair done, my lashes in advance. And by in advance, I mean literally the day before. But I did get my dress like a week before, so it's fine. Sorry, I'm trying to remember the timeline. My aunt on my mom's side ended up passing away the day before my senior prom, so I already had that going on. Plus, my dad was sick with cancer, so I wasn't okay mentally. But I was trying to look on the bright side and just look forward to prom and look forward to my graduation and whatnot, just being with my friends and all that. So anyway, dress shopping comes around and I'm looking for dresses. I went to this one spot where they had like all different dresses for different occasions, and they did have plus size options, but they did not have anything that I wanted. And mind you, this was the spot where I got my very first homecoming dress from, which later on in life I ended up hating. Just because I didn't like how it looked on me in pictures and whatnot. We went to this local place in the neighborhood, which, mind you, I currently live over an hour away from this place, and back then it was like 30 or 40 to 45 minutes away. So it was just like a quick road trip from there. We were already there for like my dad and his doctor's appointments from when he was sick, and we decided, and it was after school, obviously, and we had to take my dad to the hospital for his doctor's appointment, and we decided to go dress shopping. And we went to this local place where you could get homecoming dresses, prom dresses, quinceañera dresses, and they also had some church clothes for both men and women, like, and for the men for like suits and stuff. We were looking at the dresses and we weren't finding anything that I wanted. Like, I wanted to look like a literal Disney princess this day, like full ball gown. That's what I was going for. We weren't finding anything initially like on the racks, like with the regular like prom dresses and stuff. And my mom, mind you, was trying to look for something that was like form-fitting, and I did not want that because I have a bit of a stomach and back rolls and stuff. So then I was very subconscious and insecure about my body and how it looked in tight-fitting clothes already. Now being in my 20s, I could care less. As long as I feel beautiful and confident, then that's really all that matters. But at the time, I was very insecure and did not want to wear a tight-fitting dress. So we weren't finding any look there, and then we found this one dress, and I tried it on over my clothes because they did not have any fitting rooms. So I'm laughing about this now because it's just so ridiculous that I had to try on the dresses over my clothes, my school clothes. We tried on one dress and it was all right, but it was just not what I was looking for. Like, I was looking for a pink sparkly ball gown, and what I ended up going for, it was the silhouette that I wanted, but it was just not the color I wanted. But I settled for that because I look good in any color, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, the owner of the little spot, like the dress shop or whatever, he was like, "Oh, what about this one?" And then I turned around and looked at the dress and I was like, "Oh, yeah, that was the one." You know that song where in the movie Cinderella, the 1950 version, the Disney version of Cinderella, where Cinderella was dancing with the prince and that song was playing while they were dancing? That song, that was literally playing in my head the entire time I was looking at this dress and just instantly fell in love. And I tried it on over my clothes, my school clothes. And I just fell more and more in love with it. I was obsessed with it. I was so in love. Like, I was twirling around doing the whole thing, whatever. And I was just in love. And I was like, I want this dress. I want it for my prom. I want this dress and this dress only. So, and then it was time to pay for it. And my mom was low-key trying to talk me out of it, but I did not care. I wanted this dress for my prom. And that's when my dad comes in. Like, my mom gets my dad to come out of the car and look at the dress. And obviously, he said he was going to pay for it. And he did. He saw my face and how I was twirling around in this dress that I was wearing over my school clothes. And he was like, if that's what she wants, that's what she's going to get. Which I feel so happy and so thankful and so grateful to have a dad like him, because he made sure he got me whatever I wanted. And that dress was one of those, if not many of the things that I wanted throughout my life. And I'm just so grateful that he went out of his way to do that for me. Prom comes around and it's literally one of the moments in any teenage girl's life, getting ready for prom at her house. But me, I mean, I had friends, but obviously we don't live all that close to each other. Like, we all live in different parts of Georgia. So, you know, I didn't have anyone to really get ready with. It was just me and my mom and my older sister who helped me get into my dress. Other than my family, it was just me, myself, and I. And I took a picture beside my sister's car. Like, I felt so beautiful this day. And I took some of the greatest pictures of my life, despite my lip combo being worn off by the end of it all. But it was fine. I had a great time. Like, I always have a great time whenever there's some good music, good people, good atmosphere, good vibes only. And my outfit, like, it was my dress, and I wore these shoes that I've had for so long. Like, they were ballet flats, but they had like a strap that crisscrosses on the foot and then wraps around the ankle part of your foot. I wore those instead of heels because I was already like 5'8.5", and I was not going to wear heels. Otherwise, they would literally show my toes, and I did not want that. So I decided to wear flats, and it was a very great decision. But the downside of that is that people would always step on my dress, and I did not have that much of a train. And by the way, how were you able to pee? Like, how were you able to go to the bathroom in a ball gown? Like, I did not think of that, but thankfully I did not have to go to the bathroom that night because, my God. Plus, they had some alcohol-free rosé, so I was drinking that up. And they had some Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets. It was so good. I was having the time of my life. I was having a ball. I did not care about having a date or anything. Like, I mean, I almost had a date, but it didn't work out. Plus, it was younger than me, so that was a big no-no. But whether if I had a date or not, I was going to have a great time regardless. And that's what ended up happening. And by the time everyone was getting ready to go home, everyone in my class was there. Well, almost everyone in my class was there that drove. They all drove there to the venue. And by the way, the venue was so beautiful. They always have a set theme every year for prom. Our theme for our senior prom, it was like a casino theme. And obviously, people are not going to follow a theme. Like, no one gives a flying fig about a theme when it comes to anything. Unless it were like a specific party. Like, it's not going to be about prom or anything. But yeah, nobody's going to follow a prom theme to the T. If you went to the school that I went to, you will know it's a very small school. Like, everyone from pre-K to high school all go to the school in the exact same building. And all of the high school classes are so small. Unlike back in the day, from what I was told by my mom, my uncles and aunts and stuff, we were a very small class. Freshman year, there was like 30, I'm pretty sure over 30 kids, but by the time we graduated, it was like more than 10, less than 20. Somewhere in the middle, that's how many of us actually graduated in 2022. I know, shocking. But anyway, because of the high school classes being so small, literally everyone was there. Even freshmen and sophomores were there. Like, it was supposed to be like junior prom or senior prom, but no, because our school is so small and because the high school classes are so small, that everyone from freshmen to seniors were invited to prom, and they had to pay $10 to get in. Which, was that always a thing with prom existing in the history of forever? Because that is so unfair, having to pay $10 to get into prom. Like, that is ridiculous. Same thing for homecoming. Like, I always thought that was so ridiculous. But anyway, I keep getting sidetracked. I'm so sorry. But anyway, I was literally one of the last people to leave because I don't drive. And I literally had to call my mom, who was all the way in Preston, to come pick me up. And I was so tired. Like, my mom legit thought I was drunk because there was non-alcoholic beverages there, but she literally thought that I was drunk. I'm literally 19. I'm not allowed. I'm 19 years old. Like, I'm 18, 19 years old here. They're not going to be giving us no alcoholic drinks. Like, come on, mom. They're not going to be giving a bunch of high schoolers actual alcohol. Like, no. But anyway, I was so tired and I then did not want to take any more pictures, but mom was insisting on taking more pictures. So I was like, fine, whatever. And then my dad comes along, and he actually didn't see me in my prom dress. So I was like, fine, whatever. If it's for my dad, it's for my dad. And then 1 month and a couple days later, I end up losing him 4 days after my graduation. There he is in all his glory. And yeah, I had a good time, as I always do, with or without a date, with or without any real friends. I had the time of my life, and I would do it all over again in a heartbeat. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that you guys enjoyed, got a few good laughs, and yeah, just pray for me. And happy 4 years, Dad. See you on the flip side. Bye. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry to have ended that off on a pretty somber, really bad note, but I didn't want to end off the video like that. So here I am, just filming a proper outro. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed, got some good laughs out of the story of my dad and my entire prom story. And yeah, so please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. And until next time, stay cozy and stay pink. Bye.